I wanted to talk about the upcoming Mars square Neptune because I'm Mars ruled, and Mars is going to square Neptune for the the last time that it's in this mutable lockage. Which talk about lock, babe. Mars has been in Gemini for the first time for 8 months. It went forward and then backwards. It's in still early degrees right now. Now it's going to move forward and it's going to square Neptune again. So I'm just alerting the populace about just like I'm not a biased person, but there is bias out there. Come on, there's black and white. There's the other side and the other side. There's men and women, right? I don't even know what bias means. Does it mean there's two sides? God, So hope you don't stress out about that fact of life. Find something else more that you can manage and fix. Let's talk about how are you doing? Look out, babe. The populace of men, Mars. And just basically narcissism and gaslighting. It's no coincidence that the word gaslighting came up as the #1 word of the year. And yes, my experience personally with men during that time, it's really interesting. It's like, wow, the Twilight Zone. It's really trippy because it's kind of, you look back at it, it's like we're still, and then you're gonna notice, yeah, we're still in this fog. There was a fog, and then this fog is gonna start clearing up. But now with the retrograde and how long it's been, that Mars has been really quiet. Nobody has been saying anything really about the events going on or whatever. Really, it's really just this pulling back, like I'm saying. It's like this pulling back of the rubber band. It's already snapped. The Mars is now moving forward and it's inching along, but now because Mercury is retrograde, and that's a strong Mercury. What I see is like intuitively how this worked was how Venus has conjunct Pluto, and then now guess what the Sun is doing now? It's conjuncting Pluto. That's in light of Venus doing this. So there, the feminine, the divine feminine that we can see is prepared already. Mars is still going through this Neptune square, which is a square. It's a blindsiding. It's rough. Somebody is more evolved than the other. And there, let's look at it in this case. Gemini is looking like they're ahead of Neptune's. So when but Gemini has yet to square Neptune again, and just watch out for men, your man, or men in general, situations where basically the human populace, see, Mars rules I am, the I am of the human experience, which is the universe itself. We are one with it, and there isn't any reason why to misunderstand that. So we have Mars is a narcissist if it's at its worst. It's the man, it rules men, right? Mars, men. And then we have, but humanity. It's very much the whole sexual drive of all people. It's the root chakra. It is very fiery, babes. If you don't get the ARiEs, that's what it rules, is ARiEs, Mars. You don't get that from the ground up, you're kind of missing everything else. You're going to be in bubble wrap for the rest of your life or something. Because ARiEs is the one who says, not just do it, and then has the courage, and boom, and then their bravery, it pays off. And everybody thinks they're stupid, but it's like, no, actually, most of the time. See, the problem with the society living in fear is that, oh, no, you didn't make it. Actually, wall this off. And, anyway, Jupiter in ARiEs right now, with that Mars activity, this is me. I'm showing you the spirit of that. It's like, I can't help this, babes. I am not any better than I was 3 weeks ago. I can't. Okay, I take a shower, but I'm being pummeled. But Jupiter is saying, you have something rising. And I'm like, fucking A, I do. It's called ARiEs. And everybody else does. And it's, if you're in ARiEs, you're feeling amazing. Watch out, because if you don't have the WARLOCK thing down, where now you're gonna at the same time people are gonna be like, oh, I love you, no, I want to help you. You can win the lotto. You can ask anybody for anything with the Jupiter aspect, and I'm not really that way. I know that, I don't jump on it enough. You know, I should at least fucking win the lotto. I'm supposed to do something. It's coming up. It'll happen. God, give me some rest. Can we rest from the narcissist? Talk about getting back to Mars, squaring Neptune. It's gaslighting time. It's like, uh-oh, this person isn't reality oriented. This person is now going to tell me something and tell me that just 2 + 2 is 5. And now you could be outnumbered because they do have just shells of people around them. They're just shells. They're not really inner core there. They're just automatons or something. Getting back to you, babes, watch out for this flare that's coming up. I didn't give you an exact date. It's moving slow, and it's going to continue to move slow. So, gosh, I'm sorry I don't have it right here, but it's going to say 3 or 4 weeks from now. It's going to be squaring Neptune at the later degrees, Mars. Pardon me while I just have something that comes up from stress, and everybody has to do radical self-care, because you're being bombarded, and you know, you can't manage the world that they've set up out there. That's not yours. You need to figure out with Uranus. See, this is what's going to happen is Uranus is conjuncting the North Node, and it's also, in this full moon is squaring. It's going to be an aspect. At one point, it's going to square Uranus again. I'm talking about this because my moon is in Aquarius, and I'm feeling this Uranus in North Node. And well, for everybody too, generally for everybody, because it's Uranus, boy, because Uranus is Aquarius ruled, we have this Aquarius thing punching through, but Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius is now in Taurus, which is actually the really pips Aquarius. Aquarius is like, what is Taurus doing over there? That's the only one that can that Aquarius can't figure out. Well, it's an earth sign. It says you have to follow Mother Nature, the earth. It's ruled by Venus. It's the divine feminine vibration. It's more than Libra that's ruled by Venus. Taurus is more just obviously frou-frou, and it's I have the highest quality of everything around me, because I am his here. We have Aries and then Taurus, and Taurus is the one who says, what is the world, and the value of everything we have, and it just lavishes and really in a great quality way. It rules like, just, you know, Taurus is the bull, right? And so you're in the meadow, and you're really just, there's nothing much going on there. If you've ever went into the meadow, just close your eyes and put your chair out and just sit with the cows that are just, the sheep and everybody, that the flowers are there, and the sun is warm, and somebody falls down and goes to sleep, and then that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. That's all you must do. Do not. You have to get out of being busy. Find out why you can't relax. Because it's going to increase and increase. First of all, you're not going to be able to make money. You're not really. You're already rich and you don't know it. And also, that's all changing. That's what I'm saying. You have to figure out, well, what is really valuable, and how do we work together with what is very valuable, that we just need each other. Really, we just figure out, it's already here. How do we make it work for us? You know, really, what's happening, babe? You know, in the world, like, you know, the collective is the financing situation. It's a ripoff. Everybody's skimming off the top. It's only paying the employees to work as keepers of the populace, and the populace isn't feeling anything. You know, it's the insurance workers that get all the money, or the homeless workers that get all the money for them. It's not solving, and things are getting it's not going to work like anymore. That's not going to, you know, the year of the 7. I don't want to scare anybody, but you know, you're being prepared somehow. Like, you can just see it, like, oh yeah, because I just couldn't work that job. It was really hard, and I had to get out of it. And you feel like you're losing and toppling, and it's like, no, you're being saved away from something that's going to crash and burn anyway. And you need to, if you just get a glimmer. See, a lot of people are not used to that. See, I call myself a transformational guru. I have Sun conjunct Pluto conjunct Mars. And add Venus in there, a little tinge. And then Pluto is exactly opposed my ascendant at 6 degrees, and this is not messing around. I'm Mars ruled Pluto opposed, and then Pluto conjunct, and it's a sneaky thing. This week, or is it this week coming, where the Sun is going to conjunct Pluto. We had Venus conjunct Pluto, and now we have Sun conjuncting Pluto. Well, I'm going to activate because I'm a Plutonian person. See, Pluto is God in astrology, and a lot of astrologers don't know that they don't give it that credit. Like, where's God? There's Satan over there, Saturn, but where's God? Pluto is God, and or the guru, and or the truth. Just look into it. It's Scorpio. It's like, everybody's afraid. Because, why? Well, look at life and death. What's going on there with the truth? They're not separate. That's the truth. And then people have to just burn your brains out, man. Let the truth sink in. I don't know. And so, yeah, that's what's coming up. But the Neptune square Mars. Watch men around you. Watch the scenario around you. Like, you'll see like this weird encapsulated, like, that person is literally, this is what I really wanted to say, and it took 11:33 seconds to say this. Watch out for the warlock activity. Watch out for the warlockage. It's, warlock. Do you hear the word warlock? You're just locked in war. That's what the gaslighter wants you to fucking just start going, no, actually, and you want to get really exact, and all they did was just plug in, because, God, it took a lot of energy to clarify something that a fucking 5-year-old could figure out and see easily. Thanks for listening, you guys. I love you so much for being there and especially liking and subscribing. Really, I'm on a mission. I don't really pay attention to anybody. I don't care about you. I'm just kidding. I do. I'm somebody who is capable of some concentration. I live a very different life, and so there's changes happening, and it's going to go on. And like I said, I was transformational guru. I'll let you know what's happening. I mean, I don't know. With what's coming up, babe, we don't have control. The cosmos. We are connected to the cosmos. It's coming through. It's just the most exciting times to be alive, because of how that. Okay, Saturn changes a sign this month. No, it's this year. Sorry, this year. Within the next 3 months, it's going to happen. In 3 months, it's going to be complete. Next 3 months, start doing something that will count in the next 3 months at least, because it's going to come into fruition. Something is going to happen. But really, what you need to be is free to up from the old paradigms as much as you can, because it's not going to be in the air anymore. It's just not. It's going to look ridiculous. Some things are just going to be like, that is just stupid. Why are we continuing on with that? Some people are just going to wake up it's like one morning, they're just going to wake up and say, no way. It'll be a relationship or something, and it's just going to be broke off. It's going to be the strangest time when Pluto goes into Aquarius. And it's just the beginning of just trying to get used to what is really going on, because it's God. There's a great sifting going on. There's going to be, they call it the purification or something like this. The great time the time of purification. There's going to be a separating out, sifting. It's still happening. We're just being prepared, babes. Just prepared. It's going to start getting so fucking freaky weird. And I'm ready. I love it. If you're my Libra generation, you have Uranus and Pluto in Libra. You have been through 12 or 16 years of shitting hell. If you're not paying attention, and if you didn't pay attention, you probably went straight to hell. You could feel the real rubber band effect, because this is the 2023. Goes one way and then whoop! And you thought, oh God, hell, then wah! No, it doesn't have to be that way. That's what I know, babes. I'm giving you the spirit. That's the spirit of Jupiter and Aries. Incredible people. Really, really just Aries is an amazing sign. Amazing sign. Mars ruled, and they're the ones that are doing physical life, you know. And so with Uranus and Taurus, you have to know this, you guys. There's a way to stop all of the stress by just lifting up and letting go, like this. Like it's like the more you try to do things that you think this is going to work, this is going to work, it's going to just keep going like this, and the current and the mud is going to keep. And you don't know when you just take the flat iron off the top of the water. You're not going to flatten it with the flat iron. Take it away, and then watch the waters calm. And radical self-care this whole time. Basically, there's nothing more important than taking care of yourself physically and taking care of each other physically. Put your hands on each other, babe. Taurus is simple. The Taurian age, if you looked at it, I wrote about it. It's Venus. It's Venetian ruled. And that's when the pyramids and things, that's when they knew how to 3D print with the free energy. They call it weaponry now, but it's not. It's free energy. That's just what they were doing with their machinery, but it was like massive, and they would stick the machinery to make something on the side of a mountain, and then you lift it off, and there's obviously, when I look at those things that were made 600 years BC, those are 3D printer things that they just know how to melt down to the point of lava, granite, and then they just spit out these amazing statues, and they don't show us those, but you can look at it. And that's the Venetian time. It's not just statues, babes. In those times, the pyramids were laced with gold. And then there's like pink quartz, amethyst crystal, and then quartz, garnet. They were shimmering jewels. This is the Taurian age. And the people had, their for energy. I don't think that they'd ever touched the ground much. If they did, they were eating grapes inside of a stone quarry with water, and they were having sex and massaging each other. They stopped on this planet to hang out on the luscious fucking earth. And then they would get back in their fucking 255,000 miles an hour, going back to Venus.